Technology Newsroom, high atop the towering metropolis of New York City. The following information has... Oh my God, I can't really do this for real. Anyway, here you go, Lou. Take it away.
So sponsored ads, social media, everybody gets these things that are popping up that look like what they are or aren't. You don't even know until they actually play down. And some of them are really good. They look credible, interesting, engaging. But I really want to talk to you today, Joe, about experience, reality, and hype. What are some of my antennas should go up because I'm hearing some language and someone's trying to sell me something and it's just really not making sense.
Whoa, that's a big one. And that goes back to, we could go back to the beginning of history. People love selling magic elixir. They had all the right words and, there was always some voodoo nonsense that got pushed around. We do the same thing today, except everybody can do it because you can pick up your phone and that little phone image is now an acceptable professional transmission. So you no longer can count on quality to distinguish whether or not it's something or money's behind it, or this has got to be real because somebody spent a lot of money to produce the spot. So
So just because it looks great, it doesn't mean it is. You got to go deeper, right?
Yeah, I absolutely say that. And one of the things I listen for all the time is when I hear people saying a simple thing would be when they're talking about our industry. And I have they're on cam telling you to, I don't know, buy their whoop-de-doo lesson, or I have freebies for you, or things like that. And they're touting that, I've been in this business, almost 5 years, and here's all my successes, and I worked on this movie and that movie, and I worked on this music thing and that music thing. The key word there always is worked on.
Okay.
If they're not identifying what they did, then they may have just gotten coffee for people. Because they're not lying. They did work on it, but they might not have had any really valuable contributing production instincts to what was going on.
Wow.
So that's one of the biggies that I always look for. And then the other thing is backing up what you've done. You know me. I'm not a big fan of individual awards. I think there's nothing in our industry that allows that any one single individual can do. We're all supported and influenced, even down to writers have editors. So it's always out there. But anyway, the point being is I want to see your accolades. I want to see your industry recognizing you as good. Take away the whole thing that it's politics and it's this and it's that. Doesn't matter. That means you're in the game. Even if it's politics, you're in the game.
Right.
Your peers are people who do this at the highest level. So please tell me that you've got something. If you came on honestly and just said, hey, I got this new sound and I'm knocking this dead and I'm killing it, and I did this whole thing in my basement, kind of a grunge mentality to things, or early hip hop, they weren't pretending they were at the top of the game. What they were doing was saying, we're knocking down the established way and we're going to do it rough and dirty, and we're going to force you to listen to us. That's genuine. Those are things I think I respect that way more than somebody telling me they know what they're doing when they can't point to anything of any real value.
Got it. So I guess the tip is, if you're looking for a way to validate as a person watching this promo or this sponsored ad, you should probably find out what the industry recognition group is. Grammy, Emmy, all the big ones. And there are other ones, throughout the whole thing, recording engineer awards and whatnot. And then find out if they have anything or they're listed anywhere. Would that make sense?
Absolutely a great starting place. Fortunately, again, in 2020, we have access to everything. You just have to know how to sort it. So if you're going to go online and look up Joe Scacciaferro, you have to then look at all the stuff that's going to come up and say, how much of this is real? How much of this is hype? How much of this did he write? How much of this was written about him by somebody who hates him? You have to sort it out from there. But do your homework. Don't just buy into things because, some kid sitting on his webcam in front of his dad's big office is telling you he knows what he's doing.
You're the best, buddy. Thanks for talking to me today about experience, reality, and hype.
Yo, peace out. Talk to you later, Lou.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to today's show. We've got some really exciting online courses coming up on ferocity.com. See for yourself the exclusive details at ferocity.com and make sure you get on board for early notification of class openings, enrollment opportunities, and founding member benefits. Details at ferocity.com.